They say the weapon is just an extension of the arm, but for Gray, it's an extension of his soul. It was 5 years ago, in the same town of Goa, I met a man who taught me self-defense. Today, the lesson changes. Back then, it was about survival. Today, it's about flow. We are heading to Arambol, early morning, before the tourists, before the chaos, just the ocean and the focus. And some local security checks. Watching Gray move isn't just watching a fight routine, it's rhythmic. It's a dance with danger. The ocean set the tempo for us today. The beach was a warm-up. The classroom is much older. A 100-year-old banyan tree, the perfect dojo. This is where we break it down.
So we'll start the Nunchaku from the scratch, and today if you're holding the Nunchaku first time, few things you need to understand, like you have the chain between and you have the two sticks. You can hold it close, you can hold it far, or you can hold it in between. So you can keep it somewhere between in the starting and between the center. So I'm holding here and then I'm keeping it down load or simply keeping it down. And now from here, I'm gonna just keep it up on the shoulder load. So it's called simply down and simply up. And to get it more precise as to you to learn to martial art, how do you flow the nunchaku in a martial weapon? So you can imagine a ball in front of you, like a kind of a ball or anything which gives you a target precision, and then you try to hit that ball. So you swing this, you target that, so your line get very nicely directed. From here, if you want to switch to other hand, you can simply pass. How do you pass? You can keep it simply down and keep the other hand up. So you just give, and with the other hand you receive. That's it. So you pass it down and then you pass it to the other hand. So you can pass it this, and this way you're gonna explore the second fundamental, which is just passing. Swing, pass, swing, pass, swing, pass. So you can practice the same thing 10 to 20 times or 100 times if you have time. Vertically swing. Again, you imagine the ball and you're trying to hit that ball. If you want to be safe and you're starting the nunchaku, I don't recommend to start with the steel. I recommend you to start with a soft nunchaku, which is this. If you hit yourself, which may happen because you're just starting, so if you hit yourself like this, or if you hit your head, you're not gonna get as hit bad as with this one. So start with this and slowly you'll get the confidence, you can get the like more rhythm in it. Then you can switch to a little bit heavier nunchaku. So whenever we move with the nunchaku, there is when we do the combative way of nunchaku, so basically we are moving from one load to other load. So I'm moving like this. So I'm here, shoulder load to down load to shoulder load to down load to the cross shoulder load to down load, and then shoulder load to cross shoulder load. So this is all the strike, all the swing is traveling between the different kind of loads, and that's how you do the strike, and that's how you move with the nunchaku.
notice the sound? The steel cuts the air differently.
When we start the Nunchaku, the first one of the classical way you see people are moving like this. So how do you practice? You simply keep it simply down, and then you keep the other hand and then bring it many times. And if you're able to touch 10 times, then you after the 10 times you start holding it like 1, 2, and then the 10 times. And if you're able to hold it, catch 10 times, then you hold it and leave the top one and let it fall this side. So now you have switched to the left side. And now simply I'm going to do the same thing, 1, 2, and similarly 10 times, and then I'm going to start going to catch, and then you do the 10-time catch, and then you switch. So you're going to slowly build this more and more. One of the way I prefer doing this move is basically keeping it next to my arm here, not above my shoulder. So I keep it here. So this gives for me is I like this way, and maybe you can try and see if this you feel much better way of moving with the Nunchaku.
Martial art isn't about fighting, it's about control. Controlling the weapon, controlling your body, and eventually controlling your mind. A big shout out to Gray for the lesson, and if you are in Goa, you have to train with him. Details are in the description. Subscribe for the next episode, Akila the Fire Spinner.